Hey friends, welcome back to another day in the life vlog. Today's an exciting day because we've got an event in London with 100 alumni from our part-time YouTuber academy. So it's going to be super fun, and I'm going to be giving a talk about how to stay consistent with a side hustle like YouTube, crucially while enjoying the journey along the way. Anyway, the morning starts with a lazy 8:30 a.m. wake up. I normally wake up at 7 a.m, but I was at a comedy gig last night and we grabbed a cheeky Mackey's drive-thru on the way home. Anyway, after showering and changing, I make myself a cup of instant heathen coffee with oat milk and I sit down for half an hour to do some journaling. I write my morning pages, which if you're not familiar, is 3 pages of writing absolutely whatever you want, by hand ideally, and it's a great technique for boosting your creativity and reducing your stress, apparently. After this, we head into the kitchen where our friend Eric, who's staying with us for a few days, cooks up an absolutely sick tofu scramble. While he's doing all the work, I'm just chilling and videoing various bits of it for this vlog, lol. We also had our cousin Jahazeb stay over last night, so he joins the party and we have a pretty cute, lazy breakfast. When it gets to 11 a.m, we wrap up our breakfast, wash up, and I head into the studio room to dismantle the vlog setup. Gordon comes over to collect all the gear, and at 1 p.m, after dressing up fancy, we head over to Shoreditch, where we meet up with the rest of the team for our part-time YouTuber Academy event. We do a bunch of heavy lifting to grab supplies from the van, including lights, camera gear, a load of C-stands and tripods, and some special merch to put into goodie bags for all of our students. The boys, Sean and Gordon, then set up a filming setup in a side room where the idea is that we'll ask our alumni for testimonials about the course at the end of the event. And Barv and the rest of the gang set up the drinks, biscuits, and logistics for the event to run smoothly, while I roam around with a camera being an absolute pest. Not Hermione, you. No, you can't. Oh, I love a microphone. Tommy, should we sing a song? No. Okay. Our alumni start arriving from 3 p.m, so we roam around having a chat with various people. Then at 3:30, it's time for my keynote thingy. Right, hey everyone, welcome to the party. Thank you so much for coming to our, I think, 3rd in real life event that we've had for our part-time YouTuber Academy alumni. So it's great to see you guys here. We will be starting with a little bit of spiel from me. How to do YouTube as a part-time thing while having fun without burning out. That's a plan. If last time, if you guys were here and you haven't yet given us a testimonial for your incredible experience, of course, of the part-time YouTuber Academy, I would love it if a handful of you are down for doing that for me, where Gordon might ask you, what's the thing you love most about Ali's content?
He's really into productivity, like he doesn't even waste time ironing his clothes. I kind of love that. I've noticed it in his videos, and then I saw him today and I thought, oh, he's put a shirt on, and then it's like, oh, his shirt's not ironed. He doesn't waste time, because it's like, yeah, what's the point? You're just gonna scrunch it up and put it in the wash.
And then the final feel-good factor is purpose. Power play people purpose. It feels really good when we feel like the thing that we are doing has a wider purpose that's bigger than us in some kind of way. This is not just woo-woo kind of stuff. There's like loads of evidence behind this, how purpose is a driver of intrinsic motivation, how purpose is related to self-determination theory. We feel so energized, we feel so good when we feel that what we are doing has purpose. And so, when it comes to something like the YouTube channel, this is probably, this one and Play are the ones that I use most often personally with YouTube stuff. It's very easy, like, I've been doing the YouTube thing for 5 years now, and it just like makes large amounts of money, and we have sponsor deadlines and all this kind of stuff. And it's too easy to think about the money side of things, to be like, I'm doing this video because it's gonna make money.
He used to be this sweet guy, trying to do good, trying to save lives, and now, I mean, look at him. It's just basically walking to the bank and walking back home, let's be honest.
But whenever I think in those ways, whenever I think of like the selfish gain that I'm gonna get from making a video, making that video no longer feels good. It starts to feel like a chore. But whenever I can be like, no, screw the sponsor money, I don't care, it's gonna make money by default, whatever, that's fine, don't need to worry about the AdSense, don't need to worry about the views. When I stop thinking about the numbers on the screen and start thinking about, will this actually be useful to at least one person somewhere in the world? And telling myself, is this video at least helpful to at least one person in the world? Suddenly all my overthinking goes away. Suddenly I'm not wondering that, oh, are people gonna be annoyed that I'm talking about money? I'm not worried that like, oh, is this video a bit too niche? Like, I don't even know what I'm talking about really. I'm just thinking, no, this will probably be helpful to at least one person. And if I can just think about that one person coming up to me one day and being like, hey, I really liked your video on X. Like, that is the thing that makes me feel like, yeah, I wanna make this video. I feel good making this video.
Will Ali ever become a Gymshark athlete?
No.
Alrighty, so keynote is done, and Q&A. That was super fun. Enjoyed that. Really nice audience, good vibes. Now everyone else is in little breakout rooms where we've got a few prompts on the tables and people are having a good time and getting to know each other. And I'm just recovering from the talk with my little Coke Zero and calling my grandma. And then I'm gonna go back in and do some mingling. And then we have our YouTube quiz, so that's gonna be super fun. Yeah, see you in a sec. We start off with a picture round where they have to guess who these 10 YouTubers are. Coincidentally, they're the highest earning YouTubers, and then a second general knowledge round. After the vibes of the quiz, pizza arrives at 6 p.m. and we spend 2 hours mixing, mingling, eating, and hanging out. I station myself in a corner and people come up to me to ask questions, so I'm loving life because I'm a massive attention seeker. We take a bunch of selfies, I feature in various people's B-Reels, whatever the hell that means, and I spew out super hot fire YouTube and business and life advice, which is my absolute jam.
Like, we've seen so many people just blow up through YouTube Shorts. The more the Shorts platform evolves, the more they make it easier to convert a Shorts viewer into a long form viewer.
Now it's 8 p.m. and it's time to wrap things up. All right, it's time for the wrapping up of stuff. Stuff is going in the van, and it's time to head home through the back alley. It's cool because all the rest of the people who attended have all gone down to the pub, but oh, hello, Alison. Yeah, we're just loading shit up into the zip car, saying hello to the gang. We load up the van with all the gear, say our goodbyes to the team, and then at 9 p.m, Angus drives me and him in the van back to my place. We arrive home at 9:30 p.m, where I bid goodbye to Angus, say hello to my housemate and brother Tamil, and my housemate and sister-in-law Lucia. The studio room looks like a total tip, but I'm too tired to fix it right now. We decide to order some more pizza for dinner, well on my way to becoming a Gymshark athlete, and so at 10 p.m, it's pizza munch time. There's a cheeky calzone, some bruschetta, burrata, and calamari to round things off. At 11 p.m, it's time to head to bed. I do my usual nighttime routine of brushing my teeth, washing my face with the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser, moisturizing with the CeraVe PM Moisturizer, and using my Dermatica Retinoid. Then I put my retainers in, and because I forgot to do it this morning, I take my meds at nighttime instead. I've been taking finasteride every day since 2019 for my hair loss, and it's made a big difference. And since 2021, I've been taking Heights, who are very kindly sponsoring this video. Heights is a brain care smart supplement. It's basically 2 capsules that I take each day, which contain over 20 high-quality vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to help take care of your brain and body. I take a supplement because, according to the research, 99% of us in the Western world don't actually get the vitamins and minerals we need from our diet, and I certainly don't, because my diet is nowhere near the gold standard Mediterranean diet. And I like Heights in particular because it's just 2 pills, so I don't need to deal with drinking any green sludge, and because the team behind it is very evidence-based, with the formula developed in collaboration with neuroscientists and nutritionists. On their website, they've also got a ton of documentation about the formula they use, and links to all of the scientific papers and evidence supporting it. Through being a Heights customer for the last 12 months, I've also become friends with the founder of the company, Dan Moricerta, who I had on my Deep Dive podcast last year. I also like the product so much that I became an investor in the company. So, if you'd like to try out the smart supplement to take care of your brain and body, you can head over to yourheights.com, and if you use the code ULI15 at checkout, you'll get an additional 15% off the already discounted rate of your first quarterly subscription. Anyway, after taking my meds, it's time for bed. I put my jeans away, change into my brand new pajamas, and get into bed. As usual, I tape my mouth shut to encourage nasal rather than mouth breathing at night, which I've been doing for over a year now, and I read on my Kindle until my eyes start to close. That brings us to the end of another day in the life vlog. It's been a wholesome day meeting a bunch of friendly alumni from our part-time YouTuber Academy, and I can't wait for more events like this. If you're interested in potentially signing up for our next cohort of the Academy, you can join the waiting list linked in the video description. Anyway, here is a playlist of more day in the life vlogs. Have a lovely day, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Good night.